Hello and welcome to round 4 with Modern Affinity. And this is a fine keep. Well, I'm not attacking with the pest, so I should just lead on the drum. Ooh, burn. Okay, this hand's not exceptional against burn for a number of reasons, but it'll have to do. Thoughtcast is also pretty bad against burn of all the options. It's not been super great so far. This is oh, that's bad. Okay. What do I want to draw? Not that. Not that at all. So I have 3 artifacts for Thoughtcast. I can play drum and Thoughtcast. Not attacking with plating this turn anyways. I have double untapped drum, so I think this is better. That turned out pretty well. I guess I could have... you know what? I'm okay with not taking 2 damage and having that be... Like, I could have taken 2 damage to play a plating there, but I'm okay with being at 2 more life and not having a plating on the battlefield, because if I just connect with the plating on the Scourge, they just die. Well, um, and I can attack. Yeah, I don't need the second plating on the battlefield. And I think going up an additional life here is better. Put my opponent to 4. The other option is moving the plating over this turn, but I don't think that matters. Yeah, opponent got a little greedy there. I think the Atarka's command could have been saved to prevent me from getting life with Vault Scourge. I think that this now becomes almost... I guess they have 4 cards in hand at Swiss Spear, so 18 life is not insurmountable. But it does become problematic. Especially because they don't have a Lightning Bolt, because otherwise they would just bolt the Scourge. Same with Searing Blaze. So, actually, I think that their correct line that they should have taken last turn was just cast Rift Bolt on the Vault Scourge and attack. Because I think that just getting hit by Vault Scourge is just too threatening. Yeah, here we go. They couldn't kill my creatures, and they died. Can animate, attack, yep. Cool. The other Nexus... Does that even do anything here? I guess I have the Opal hiding all the way over here, so I get to animate, equip, and then I have an instant speed move there. Okay, well, that card's good here. That card's fine here. Whip Flare's okay. This card can get right on out. Spellskite's good. No, Hangerback. The thought with Hangerback is that... this card's not great. The thought with Hangerback is that you get to block twice with it. I'm not really huge on this chump block plan. So the last cut is Overseer or a Memnite. I'm okay with cutting a Memnite. I like having more cards that actually impact the board. Overseer can actually run away with games, whereas Memnite isn't going to. And if my opponent goes into this deck that just trades all the time, Though I guess that's almost impossible. Like it used to be possible before Tarkus Command when you just had to cut Boros Charms and Lava Spikes. But when you have like a Tarkus Command, Boros Charm, and Lava Spike, I don't think you can be the trade-off deck in any way. Um, might want to Aether Grid. Grid down Grim Lavamancer. Nah. Got a Jar, a Ravager. This hand's fine. Get to. Yep, take two. Oh my gosh, I get to do so many things next turn. Look at all the fun I'm having. Is there a reason to play Ravager over Pest? I don't think there is. I could just not expose Ravager. Plus, there's a decent chance I just want to play Pest, attack with a Nexus next turn, or play Ravager and attack with a Nexus next turn. Getting the extra infect. This hand's going to kill pretty fast. Like, the Ravager being on the battlefield is just not doing anything here. Yep, sure. Taking that damage. Ornithopter's a decent draw. Huh. I could just attack with these and put my opponent to 4 infect. And then Ravager attack with 1 and go for lethal. No, I think Ravager's better. Question is now if my opponent bolts the Pest. I think I sag it to the Ravager. Actually, I think I also want to eat an Ornithopter here too. Just so that I am like in single sack to play around Lightning Bolt range and I can like immediately block the Goblin Guide. I think that's just better all around. I'm going to need to use this to protect this from a Destructive Revelry. The only problem I can have here is if my opponent has Path to Exile. Pretty much locked into blocking there. If my opponent bolts the Ravager, I pay a bunch and yeah. I'm in a pretty safe spot here. Um, better than playing the drum. Yeah, because my Ravager didn't die to a bolt then. So it's just low probability that it'll ever die to a bolt here. If one of these eats a bolt, I'm just in such a good spot. This card is just doing a ton of work this game in terms of like letting me play around everything and anything. Next turn is the turn where we're representing lethal with Ravager. Yeah, I don't really need the second one. I'll take my 1 damage. Kind of interesting that my opponent didn't fire that on my Ravager. I guess it doesn't really get them. They get more damage to my face then. Not really sure what. That kind of implies that they're trying to trade for my permanence, but now they're rift bolting my face, so they're in like a weird spot. Yeah, I could have been at 2 less life if they just blazed my face there. Yeah, that's not the worst in the world. Interesting spot. I don't really want to go on the half and half. I think I gotta go for the kill soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This. 1, 2. Just count. See, the problem is that I don't have an extra mana hanging out. Because I don't have another land, I don't know if I can actually go for a real kill here. I think I might have to, though. I guess 8 is 3 burn spells to deal 8 and 3 cards is not. To burn a burn spell, yeah. Plus they have to burn a kill spell on this. Okay, yeah, this should be okay. 4, 5, and I get to sack 2, which are these 2. Let's save this. No, it's actually these 2, and then I have this. Okay, so actually. No, I'm short 1 on Metalcraft here. I have 1 burn spell, draw their card, they attack. I don't think this is the spot I want to move. Yep, that's fine. So that was their plan. They might have another Atarkas. Well, I definitely have to go for the kill here. If they have another command, I'm pretty dead. If they have Destructive Revelry, I'm like super dead. Okay. So sack that. Move the counters onto the Nexus. Yep. If they have Palm, I was just always dead. Yeah, I'm actually not dead to Palm here. I actually get to keep a Ravager through Palm here, which is crazy. Kind of an unfortunate end to that. I don't really know. Probably dead. Unless I could draw Vault Scourge off the top and my opponent could brick twice. That's how I survived this. Well, that's a brick. Not a Vault Scourge. I guess I play it. I attack. Yeah, playing a thing might be more relevant. It's another palm off the top. And I'm killing in 2 here. Made all the legal plays I can make. It's obviously, oh, cat, sure. Super dead to so many things, including this deflecting palm that my opponent clearly has. Yep. I don't think there's anything I could have done around that. Okay. So, not really any cards I want to change. Just need to get into a better board position before getting into palm range. I mean, there's a lot of ways around it. You can actually, it's possible I could have turned that around. I didn't have good blocks for so long, though. It's possible that once I had the second Ravager, I could have turned that around into a game I could beat a deflecting palm. I do not like this hand. Doesn't do anything fast enough. This hand's not terrible, actually. Might be just like a go hand. Okay, so I've got 2, 3, 3. So 3 Memnite, 3 Ornithopter, 2 Welding Jars to draw 2 to turn on Mox Opal. And 16 lands. So I'm at 24 outs, and I have a Scry and a draw step. I think it's better than 5. Okay. Just going to F6, not get my opponent any information. This is like, I guess against Burn, like this is the deck where the giving them the extra card matters the most. But this is not too dissimilar from keeping this hand on the draw. Which this hand's like 6 on the draw here is just a heartbeat snap off. It just happens to be in the matchup where this exact line of play hurts us the most because the extra card's worth, 2 damage or whatever. The sequencing on our turn, I don't know if we're supposed to Spellskite or Whip Flare. This isn't a Coddle, I think I Whip Flare. Okay, well, that makes our turn easy. So that, and red 1. Get my opponent's thing that could deal me damage off the battlefield. There we go. Now we have a game. That's fine. It's not Searing Blaze, so I'm okay. Ooh, free cards? For me? Thank you. I really need to draw Cranial Plating. I think this might be a game where I cannot beat a Deflecting Palm. The old half and half. Maybe I want to do a little bit of both, I think. I think the best draw I can have is Vault Scourge, actually. Though with my opponent's 4 cards to my 12 life, I probably just need to kill him faster. Yeah, not blocking. I think the worst case scenario is a Searing Blaze, but whatever. Deals 3 damage to me, and they gain 3 life. Spellskite, you did good work. You took 5 life gain for the team. I guess, yeah, that was loose. Now I have to deal with this Rift Bolt. Could have Spellskited it away. Yeah, I should have realized that I don't have enough resources to actually kill my opponent in a reasonable time frame, so I need the Spellskite to do more. That was a mistake. I think I actually have enough that I could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I still have enough anyways. I think this is a spot where I have to assume it does not get better for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I actually get to keep the Etch Champion around. Yeah, this is definitely a spot where it's not going to... Waiting is not going to help me. It's only going to let my opponent try to kill me harder. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. That's not lethal. Yep, so I guess we're on the please opponent don't draw anything. If they draw land, we can win. If they draw anything, we die. Well, blocking. I guess Wild Nacatl is equivalent to a land too. That's kind of cool how the way I played it with the Ravager there kind of made them punt. That was nice. That was a bit of luck there. They should have, if they held the bolt, they could have disabled the Ravager, but they got too into what they were doing with that. I think I actually, well, the deflecting palm wouldn't have done any damage to me, so I actually might have just won that game anyways off the back of Ravager attacks if they had just held the lightning bolt. Interesting to think about.